I was up in the mountains in McCall last week, and I got phone calls from my friends, like 50 degrees, like what is going on? 50 degrees last week. Spring is right around the corner, and you know how I know spring is right around the corner? This morning in my email inbox, waiting for me when I woke up, was Middleton Soccer Club registration. Yep, it's time to register your little kiddos for soccer. Now, Harper played on a team in the fall, and she's going to be on that same team in the spring, and I haven't said anything to her yet, because the second she realizes that soccer's coming every day, she's going to ask about soccer. Harper played competitively for the first time this last year, and as I was thinking about this devotional series and Ready, Set, Go, I was thinking about a soccer practice that she had last fall. She was practicing on a Tuesday night, or actually, I'm sorry, it was a Wednesday. We would drop her off, and Cooper would pick her up, and we were here at Life Group, and she came back from soccer practice, and Life Group was kind of ending, and everybody was going, and she looked really down, and we got in the car and said, "Hey, like what's going on? What's happening? What happened at soccer practice? Did you have a good practice?" And it was towards the end of the season. And their team went undefeated, and so practices have been kind of fun and games have been kind of fun, and they're getting towards the end of the session. And she said, "Dad, practice was just really bad." And I said, "Well, what happened? Well, what was going on?" She goes, "Well, we started this drill where we were passing to one another and we weren't getting it, and the coach made us do it again." And I said, "Well, that's good. You need to practice and know those things and be competent in your skills, because when you practice and learn those, then they transfer into the game as you're working with the team." And she goes, "Dad, you don't understand, like we just weren't getting it, and then we were messing around, and he made us do the same drill for an hour and a half." And I was like, "Oh man, Harper, that does kind of stink. Like, that's a bummer. Well, why do you think he made you do it for the full hour and a half?" And she said, she kind of repeated what I had just said to her about the importance of working together and learning the skills and all of those things. But then as we were driving, she said something that was really profound for a 10-year-old. She looked up at me and she said, "Dad," and I looked at her in the rearview mirror. I said, "What's up, sweetheart?" And she said, "I think the reason that he made us do it for almost the full hour and a half is because we needed to learn the importance of discipline." And from the mouths of babes, right? It was unbelievable that my 10-year-old daughter could compute and quantify the importance of discipline in her life, soccer, and then transfer it mentally to this practice afterwards. And been thinking about this whole idea of this practice of discipline, the practice of quantifying important things in our life that the scripture says that are important, and being able to apply those things to our life on a daily, maybe even sometimes hourly basis. And one of my favorite verses in scripture, and in fact, if you go to Hobby Lobby, it's probably written on a sign somewhere, but it's Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, and it says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us throw off all the things that hinder us, and the sin that so easily entangles us and weighs us down." And it says, "Let us run with perseverance the race that is set before us." And then it goes on to say, "Fixing our eyes on the author and the perfecter of our faith." That Jesus Christ, who did what only he could do so that we could be in relationship with him. And so you're like, what's the point of this devotion? Well, the point today is there is a discipline that's available for you that's talked about in Scripture that you can apply to your life. And if you're willing to apply it to your life, it's going to make things so much easier for you. And that discipline is the idea of discipleship. It's finding somebody that's a little bit further down the road than you and letting them train you in different areas of life. And it doesn't always have to be spiritual. Maybe you're a parent of some young kids and you want to learn how to be better, go find somebody that you think is a great godly parent and go, man, come over for dinner, let's go get coffee, let's hang out. Teach me what it means to be a good dad, or teach me what it means to be a good mom, or a good husband, or a good wife, or a good employer, or a good business owner, or find somebody that is really good at prayer and teach me how to pray. And we want to help you do that. And if you want help finding somebody maybe to disciple you in a different area of life, do me a favor, whatever you're watching this on, Facebook or Instagram or wherever, just put in the comments below, just like, I'm in. I want somebody to disciple me, because we have a team of people that want to come alongside you and help you grow in your faith and help you practice this art of discipline that's going to make an impact not only in your life, but in the life of the person discipling you, and then in the life of the people around you as you grow in your faith. It's this beautiful thing, guys. Listen, last week we talked about the post-experience crush. Guys, this life that we're in is a team game. It's not a solo game. It's like Harper with her soccer team. There's a group of little girls running around, practicing their craft and getting better at what they do. And they have a coach that's discipling them, and they put it all together and they work together and they're able to move the ball down the field and score a goal and win. Guys, that's what we're in. Together we can go through life, we can work, we can practice, somebody can build into us, and we can move the ball down the field and we can score a goal. And we can experience joy and freedom in life like we never have when we work as a team and we quit trying to do everything solo. So church, I hope that you have a great week. Again, comment below, or maybe you're nervous to comment below, send me an email, jboyd@idahograce.com. I would love to connect you with somebody that wants to meet you right where you're at and help you grow in your spiritual disciplines. Have a wonderful weekend, church. We can't wait to see you on Sunday at 10 o'clock.